All right, 2.6 in geometry covers kind of an essential part of geometry in writing proofs. We're going to learn what is a proof and how do we write a proof. It's very different than any math you've ever seen before. It can be a little challenging, so we're going to spend quite a bit of time on these just to make sure that we at least understand the general concepts of it. So a proof is a logical argument that shows a statement is true. All right, so in proofs, we can't just say, oh, that's true because. In proofs, we actually have to show why something is true. A two-column proof is a proof with numbered statements and corresponding reasons that show an argument in logical order. So basically, we go step by step and give our reasons for each step. And a theorem is a statement that can be proven. Okay, so postulates cannot be proven. Theorems are statements that can be proven. So it says to write a two-column proof, use the diagram to prove that measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 4. Okay, we're given the measure of angle 2 equals measure of angle 3, and we're given the measure of angle AXD is equal to the measure of angle AXC. And we're trying to prove measure of angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 4. So step 1 is always going to be write down the given. So measure of angle 2 equals the measure of angle 3. And we also know the measure of angle AXD is equal to the measure of angle AXC. Okay, and that was given. So we start with the given statement because if we know something, we're going to put it in the proof. Okay, now, whenever they give us an angle, whenever they give us something in the given, like angle AXD and angle AXC, we can try to think of something we can write about them in the next step. So in step 2, generally we're just going to say anything we can say, anything we know is true. So let's start with the measure of angle AXD. Okay, A to X to D is that red angle I just traced. What two things make up angle AXD? Well, angle 1 plus angle 2 would make up the measure of angle AXD. So we're going to put down the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 equals the measure of angle AXD. Okay, same thing if I take green and I do AXC, A to X to C. What two things make up angle AXC, that green angle? Well, angle AXC is made up of the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4. Okay, so we just had to say something about the angles in the given part. And whenever we say one big angle equals two smaller angles, so again, looking at this red angle, the big angle is equal to angle 1 and angle 2 together. That is angle addition, so angle add postulate. Okay, so whenever we add two angles to make a bigger angle, it's angle addition postulate. Okay, step 3. We're trying to make our way to say that angle 1 equals angle 4. Okay? So right now, we know that AXD equals AXC. So I'm going to take that statement and I'm going to replace it with what we found out in step 2. So AXD is angle 2 plus angle 1. AXC is angle 4 plus angle 3. So I'm going to say the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4. Okay, and that's substitution. Okay, so if I take my green pen, do you see AXD? And I'm going to circle the part I plugged in there. So I plugged in angle 1 plus angle 2 in for AXD. And I plugged 3 plus 4 in for AXC. And then I wrote statement 3. And this is substitution. Okay. Now we're close. We have angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle 3 plus angle 4. We want to prove 1 equals 4. So we have to get rid of 2 and 3. Okay. What we can do is actually, if we just subtract them, we would get measure of angle 1 equals measure of angle 4. And how do we get that? We subtracted two things that we said were equal, right? We said angle 2 equals angle 3. That's what they told us. So if we subtract equal things, that is subtraction. So subtract property of equality. And we just showed angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Okay, if you're a little lost on this, that's normal, I should say. When we start proofs, everyone tends to be a little bit lost. So let's try the checkpoint. Okay, in the checkpoint, we're trying to prove something, so we always start with the given. So they give us BC equals AB. That was the given part. We're trying to prove that AC equals AB plus AB. By the way, I notice this is not there. You should put a B in the middle. That is a point B. I don't know why the B is not showing up. So we want to show AC equals AB plus AB. So can we say anything about AC? Let's try to say anything we know about AC here. Well, AC is the entire segment. What two things make up AC? AB and BC, right? The green part plus the blue part makes up the red part. So AB plus BC equals AC. That is segment addition postulate. Because we added two segments to get a bigger postulate or bigger segment. Now we're almost there. We want to show that AC equals AB plus AB. Right now we have AC equals AB plus BC. So all we do here is replace the BC with AB. And we don't do that just because. There is a reason we can do that. AB, oops, let me go highlight. Notice BC. In step 1, we said BC equals AB. So we're going to substitute AB in for BC. We did substitution. So substitution is the reason we could do that. Okay, and then we have some other properties down here that should look familiar to you. Reflexive property of congruence. All that says is, okay, if segment AB is going to be congruent to segment AB, or angle C is congruent to angle C. That was reflexive property. Symmetric property of congruence says if segment CD equals segment AB, then segment A, whoops, let me erase that. Then segment AB is congruent to segment CD. It's saying the order does not matter. Likewise for angles, if angle X equal or congruent to angle Y, then angle Y is congruent to angle X. Okay, and then the transitive property would be if segment AB is congruent to segment CD and segment CD is congruent to segment EF, then segment AB is congruent to segment EF. And that's the transitive property. Okay, example 2. Name the property illustrated by the statement. If angle 5 is congruent to angle 3, then angle 3 is congruent to angle 5. This is the symmetric property of congruence. Symmetric means you flip the order, they're still the same. 2. Name the property illustrated by the statement. If H is congruent to T, and angle T is congruent to angle B, then angle H is congruent to angle B. So this is comparing 1, 2, 3 things. So it's transitive property of congruence. So reflexive, symmetric, transitive, we covered those in section 5. They come up again in section 6 a little bit. Okay, so we have one more proof. Use the properties of equality. If you know that ray BD bisects angle ABC, prove that angle ABC is 2 times the measure of angle 1. So we're given, always start with the given, ray BD bisects angle ABC. That is the given statement. Okay. Now, we want to say something about angle ABC. Okay? So what we could do is try to get that in our proof. The measure of angle ABC is equal to what? Well, ABC is the big blue angle. What 2 smaller angles make that up? Angle 1 and angle 2. So angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle ABC, and that is angle addition postulate. Basically, when we add 2 smaller angles, it's angle addition postulate. Step 3. What does it mean to bisect? What does that mean? Well, if it bisects, that would mean that it cuts it in half or cuts into 2 congruent angles. So we would say the measure of angle 1 is congruent to the measure of angle 2, and the reason is definition of angle bisector. It's not easy to read, so let me rewrite that. Definition of angle bisector. Okay, so if they give you a word like bisects, you can use that to make a statement. If it's bisecting, it means it cuts it in half. Okay, so angle 1 equals angle 2. Now, step 4. If we take step 2, the measure of angle ABC, if angle 1, so angle 1 is equal to angle 2, we can substitute in. So we could say is, okay, measure of angle ABC is equal to the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 1. And that is substitution. So we substituted in angle 1 for angle 2. Because we said angle 1 equals angle 2, we can put angle 1 wherever we see angle 2. And then step 5, the measure of angle ABC is equal to 2 times the measure of angle 1. And the reason is we simplified it or combined like terms. I'm just going to put simplify. Instead of saying angle 1 plus angle 1, we'll just say 2 times angle 1. Okay, and we're definitely going to work on these more during class. Understand that. I know this is a process. This is brand new to you, so don't get too stressed out. Ask questions in class, and we'll get through this.